Howdy, howdy. My name is Sandra Waldrop, and you are watching Kingdom Acres. Today, I have a fun surprise. Before I get started on my live, I'm going to do a craft haul. So, hello, Miss Stephanie. As you guys come in, let me know that you're joining me. Let me know where you're from, and let me know what the weather's like where you're at today. Here we woke up to some crazy weather. I was laying there sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden it sounded like lightning had struck in my pasture. It was just so loud, shook my whole house. And then I was up for the rest of the day. Hello, sweet Wanda. How are you? Glad to have you here. So I'm going to start out with a little craft haul. I had a meeting in one of the nearby towns. If you live in Brazoria County, we live in an area where it's like 3 or 4 different towns, but it's like you live in one town basically. And so I'm constantly going to like Angleton, like Jackson Clute, all, you know, Brazoria, wherever. And it's hot in Illinois. Yes. So I stay cool mostly all summer long, but with this rain that came in this morning, I was exceptionally cool, so I've been wearing a sweater for most of the day. But on the way to my meeting, I stopped at Dollar Tree and I stopped at Hobby Lobby, so I'm going to show you what I got. First thing I got, I'll show you, is my shirt I got at Hobby Lobby. It says, "Love like Jesus." I know that y'all are seeing things backwards, but that's what that says. I saw it, I was like, oh, I've got to get that. I've got to get that. Hi, Miss Stacy. How are you? So, and I went to Hobby Lobby for one thing. And, of course, you can't just walk out of Hobby Lobby with one thing. But the one thing was these, these alcohol inks. And I'm going to be using them. I have quite a few crafts planned with them. So I got orange, blue, yellow, and green. And you guys are going to see some really awesome crafts that I do with these. Hi, Miss Tracy. How are you? I'm going to have to drink water today, y'all. I don't usually drink on my lives and stuff, but I am on the tail end of a cold. And I thought I was on the tail end of my cold, like, the last time I went live. When was that even? I have no recollection. Hi, Miss Anita. And yesterday, I could barely even speak. I sounded like Darth Vader trying to speak. Just, you know, just crazy. So, Miss Pat, Glenda, thanks for being here, y'all. You've only used alcohol inks a couple of times. Well, you'll want to watch some of my upcoming videos because we are going to be doing some super fun things with them. So you will definitely want to catch those. I'm going to take a little sip. So Dollar Tree is where I got most of my items. I got a star and a mop head, and this is going to be for one project. And y'all may or may not be able to guess what I'm going to do with these, but that's going to be super fun. That's coming up for a project. They have a clearance section now. Okay, in the history of Dollar Tree, I don't recall them ever having a clearance section. But they had a clearance section. And so I was so excited because I got stuff for less than $1 at Dollar Tree. And, you know, everybody's been not the happiest because Dollar Tree items are going up. Well, now they have a clearance section. So I got this for 50 cents. We're going to be making this over upcoming. I got this. This is going with another one. Okay, just some little foamy brushes, some steel wool. You're gonna see what I do with this in an upcoming video. And then a bunch of these little wood pieces. Okay, and in addition to those, of course, I can't help myself but to go to their little gardening seed area, and I got these gladiola bulbs. So I'm gonna try my hand. I don't even know. It says plant now for summer blooms. When they said to plant now was, I have no idea. But I'm gonna go ahead and plant it and see what happens, because summer in Texas lasts until December. So it doesn't matter. If I'm needing it to be like a certain, temperature outside, I should be fine. Hi, Kelsia. Good afternoon. So excited about these. We're gonna try them. I usually have to plant things a few times, consecutive years, trying different methods and times and, adjusting variables before I'm actually successful. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, that's my little craft haul today. I did not spend very much, but I was super excited for my lot of goods. What we're going to be doing today. A while back, I had decided that I needed all of the craft supplies, and anybody who had craft supplies on Marketplace, I contacted them and just cut a deal and bought a bunch of just like totes of people's stuff that they wanted out of their house, which minimalism, surprisingly enough, is pretty big in Texas. And I'm like, well, that's great, because I'm a maximalist and I'll take all your junk. I don't care. So, so I went, and I may see blooms, but they will probably bloom next year. Okay, but they're perennials, right? So I won't have to replant these. Once they're in the ground, I should be good to go, right? I hope. Anyway, so I got a couple of these bags in one of those craft boxes that I bought off a random person on Marketplace, and it looks like they got they spent $1 on each bag, and I got 2 of these bags. I'm only going to use one today. And I'm going to be using this. I have a jar. We go through sliced jalapenos in this house like crazy. I planted a ton of jalapeno plants, so the likelihood of us needing to purchase more sliced jalapenos from HEB anytime soon, probably not, like, unless we're like traveling or something and need it on the run. But okay, my eyes. Okay, let me read. They bloom late July. Okay, so watch the squirrels. Oh man, the squirrels. You plant 20. Oh, you planted 20 several years ago. Okay, great. Hopefully my squirrels. I have a pecan tree that I have never gotten any pecans out of in the history of time, because the squirrels won't leave it alone. They eat all of my pecans. So, thank you, Kelsia. Upright with root end down. Okay, I'm going to remember that. Upright with root end down. Okay. All right. That is solid advice, because that's usually my biggest problem. In the past, I've planted things too deep, too shallow, wrong time, not enough water, too much water, not watering the right time of day. Like, it's just so much. You have an HEB. Oh, yay! Yes, Cindy. HEB is like, it's kind of like Buc-ee's. Like, it's a whole way of life. It's a whole way of life. They make tortillas there. I don't know. It's awesome. So we love HEB. Anyway, so we get these from HEB, and I was thinking that I could just stick this inside of here, and it will fit. Will it fit off camera? Let me see. Okay, there we go. It will fit, but it won't sit flat, right? It likes to fall over. So I'm gonna have to cut this bottom seam, and of course I didn't bring my scissors. Oh yes, I did. I did bring my scissors, yay. Just by happenstance, because I got home like 20 minutes before I was supposed to be live, and I was just running around like a chicken, like a crazy chicken. And so I'm glad that my craft cart already had my scissors sitting on them, because I was in almost panic mode. Couldn't find extension cords, couldn't find this and that, and it was just a wild ride. Over here, the girls are like, what are you looking for? What's going on? All right, so I've opened that up, and I'm just going to slip this back down in there. I guess I can take this price tag off of there. We're not going to need that. And I'm just going to glue this around the bottom so that it kind of squinches down. I want it to do some, like a little squinching action there, okay? But I just don't want it to be falling over. So I'm gonna glue it around the rim of my bottle here, the bottom rim. Okay, and I'm just going to, that glue will come out of the through the fabric. Hey, somebody's at the door, sweetie. Will you answer it, please? I'm not sure who's here. Who could it be? Who could it be? All right. So let me just. Strangers at the door. You never know what's going to happen when I'm live. You know, oh, okay, it's just Grandma. It's just Grandma. No reason to be alarmed. See, this is the first time. Oh, thank you for being here. Oh, thanks for being here, Belinda. I appreciate you coming on and watching. All right, so now I'm going to go around the top. And I'm just going to kind of position this. I'm not too worried about the glue getting on the top, because we're gonna burn our fingers off with hot glue. But it's gonna have some stuff in here overflowing out the top. So it is on high. I'm glad that didn't burn. Maybe being sick made me lose the feeling in the tips of my fingers. That would be very fortunate. It'd be nice to just not have any feeling in the tips of my fingers anymore, because I'm just constantly burning myself. All right, so what I've got going on here, I made these little chicken feed labels, okay? And I'm just going to, she's knocking again, sweetie. I'm just gonna use one of my poor abused paintbrushes here, and I'm going to go around this. I'm going to use the colored one. I printed it in both black and white and color, and I think the colored one is going to work for me better. My printer's ink is a little, like, I need to run the cleaning thing on it, but it'll be fine after we like grunge it and do different things. I've got my little grungy mixture over here, so I can grunge it up. Yeah, so anyways, I'm just tearing along and having this look, you know, all rugged and old the way we do. I'm still a little raspy, and the more I talk, the worse it gets, but that'll be okay. I did not want to cancel again because otherwise I feel fine. And it's the first day that I've like really felt really good. Other days I've been able to kind of, you know, muster along and, you know, just do life. But today I've actually felt good. So, all right. I'm just going to lay this flat and position this on here the way I want it. I'm going to tack it down. Well, let me think here. Should I tack it down with Mod Podge? I think I'll use Mod Podge. That's what I'll do. I'll do the Podge. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm constantly gluing this thing shut. I should really start cleaning my lid or my rim before I put the lid on. But I'm always like trying to just not forget to put the lid on. Anyways, it's gonna look like that with that on there. But I can either intentionally close it and have to fight it every time, or I can like be like, oh, I need to clean that first, and then completely forget. And oh, thank you, Miss Karen. Or I can completely forget and come back to a thick layer of dried Mod Podge. It's just, it is, there is no in between. Yes, I feel much better. I feel much better. I'm very happy that my voice is starting to improve. I really need it. I have children, and my children need instructed. My children need instructed loudly. And as it is, they're like, what? I didn't hear you. And so if I can't talk, then they can really say that they didn't hear me. I'm sure I'm not the only one with kids who are like, what? You didn't say that. Yes, I did. It's that selective hearing that they've got. To use press and seal helps. Oh, press and seal. That's a good idea. I'm sure even like plastic wrap might work just to keep it. Huh. That's a good idea. It's a really good idea. But then, am I going to remember? If I get it once, maybe. Hey, Arabella. Yeah. Will you bring me the plastic wrap? Have a kid bring it to me now, then I won't forget. Yay, yes, that. Thank you so much. Oh, nice. All right, I'm gonna set this here and hopefully I remember to use it here in a minute. I don't know if you just heard my little one cough. She's been coughing longer than I have. And I'm about ready to take her in. We don't typically like have to use the doctor's office, but if she's not sounding better by tomorrow, then that's it. I'm throwing in the towel and she's going to the doctor. Probably gonna end up with a steroid, but like at what point do you say enough, right? Like we can't have you over here sounding like you swallowed a frog for that long. Because she started coughing the first morning we woke up camping. So she's been coughing longer, but she like sounded better and then she went back to her like froggy cough. So I don't know. We're all just doing our best out here, right? Look at that. So that's looking pretty cool already. You know, kind of like I've got the ripples and the things, and you could add more hot glue to make it even like bunchier. but I'm good with it like that. It just looks like it's sitting, you know, kind of squished down, sitting like a sack does, like all the sacks do in my garage for the horses and the cow and the chickens and ducks and everything, all them big old sacks of feed. So let's see, what should I do first? I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the feed. So I had my daughter go out and get me some of her cow's whole oats. Whole grain, whole oats. It looks like that. You could use oatmeal just as long as it's something that's like dry, right? You don't want anything that's going to be really in the state of decomposition. If it's dry, it's kind of preserved as is. I need to go. Oh. Here we go. And I'm just going to take this little cup here and I'm going to dump some of this in, and that's probably too much. We're probably not going to need that much. Okay. Now I can open up my Mod Podge again. All right. And then I'm just going to dump some of this in with those oats. Okay. I left all my mixing things in the back room. Okay. We're going to use the end of this. That's okay. Again, I ran in here like my tail was on fire. Okay. And I'm just mixing it like oatmeal, like I'm mixing in oats, and I'm just trying to make sure that everything gets coated. I don't want to do anything that's going to like bring in like bugs or pests looking for food. So I'm making sure that all of these are coated well so that they'll just be in an eternal state of preservation. So here we go. And I'm just going to dump that right on in there. Remember, we sealed all the way around with that hot glue. And I've got more coming up. And if you do end up needing to put like another layer just of like dry, just as long as you seal it, you should be okay. But you want to make sure that they're glued down so that they're not going everywhere, falling everywhere every time you turn around. So, and we're just going to leave it just like that to dry, just piled up like that. Okay. Okay. I'm doing good on time. We are flying through this craft. So, that just gives us more time for the zhuzhing, for making it fancy. All right. So, I'm going to put, that hot glue gun is hot. And I'm just going to stick this right back on. That was a great tip. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. See, and I even have like a drip going down the side there. So that was definitely going to glue itself shut yet again. So hopefully I won't have to play, you know, John Cena with this thing every time we have a live here going on. You guys see me turning red in the face trying to open that thing up. All right, so we've got this going. I'm going to probably need to put plastic wrap on this too. Now that I've learned that, I'm just going to apply it to everything because did not bring, oh yes I did. I have wipes. Oh, I've got wipes right here. Yay! The Lord is good. The Lord always fills in the gaps wherever I've forgotten or mistaken. He covers me, right? If the Lord calls you to doing something like this, then He's got you. He's gonna cover you. All right, so I'm just gonna use my little end here and mix up my little glaze situation we've got going. This is not actually The coffee podge, this is more of a glaze because it's mixed with the Mod Podge instead of the glue, so it's a lot thinner, but it's going to work great for what we're doing it for, what we're using it for. So, okay, so I know that the little holes look, they look white right now, but Mod Podge dries clear, so we don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about that. Or table. Oh, the label? I missed a comment. I'm gonna go back up. So Facebook has been playing like comment lottery with me, and I only usually get, oh, the label, okay. Miss Kathy, you're asking where I got the label. Sorry, I didn't see your comment come through. I made the label. So if you would like the label, please let me know and I'll message it to you. I can send it to you. I just ask that you go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel for that label. So I can send it to you, but if you'll just subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel right now. I think I have 114 subscribers. It's Kingdom Acres Homestead with Sandra Waldrop. And if you'll just subscribe to that and let me know, I will send you over that label. So, isn't it cute though? And you'll get that in black and white and color. So, I'm going to go ahead and use my glaze here, my little grunge glaze, and I'm going to let it run if it wants to run. I think it's going to look great like that. Our bags of feed get super funky in the garage sitting there. Our garage is definitely like it's old. This house was built in the 70s, and so the garage leaks. You know, it's got some cracks in the foundation, just like we all have cracks in our own foundation. Just kidding, not our house foundations. I'm being philosophical. And so our bags of feed get funky. And my girls, they get, we buy the bags of feed and they empty them, and then they just leave the bag sitting right there. It's like the empty milk carton in the refrigerator. So I've just added a little bit of glaze, and now I'm going to add some of my instant coffee, just a little bit, to make it look like maybe some dirt on there, and it's just gonna stick. It's not going to do like we do with the Mod Podge and like clump up really. It's just gonna look like dirt on here, which is what I want to happen. And you can use cinnamon or instant coffee. Either one will work, or both if you want it to have some dimension to the color, because one is more brown and one is more red. If you do have this summer cold that's going around, I can say I had cinnamon tea this morning, and oh, now I'm missing the comments on the bottom because I scrolled up and now it's not moving. All right, let's see here. Oh, there we go. Oop, sorry for shaking, y'all. But if you can see that my dirt look there, I'm just gonna keep on adding till I get it where I want it to be. Yes, I put this little label together. I'm gonna go all the way around the top with my little grunge glaze mixture, and just gonna keep on getting it, fiddling with it till I get it where I like it. And just keep going around that so it can stick. And you can sprinkle some on the top of the grain just to give that some dimension, some color there. Man, we just flew through that craft. Look at that. Oh, thank you, Miss Wanda. Thank you. Just shoot me a message in Messenger, either on my page or my if you can't get me on my page, because I don't know, sometimes it won't let people message me directly to my page. It's so weird. If you can't get me there, go ahead and click on my personal profile. That's also like tagged in this live, and you should be able to get me there. So, but I just thought that was the sweetest, and you see how quickly that went. I did bring some other little embellishments. Where's my, I brought some fabric, but I also brought some other little things that we can add to it. So let's see what we got here. I've got some Spanish moss that I like to use. This stuff grows free in my yard. So I'm like, and people pay good money for this on Etsy. Let me just turn that and we'll see where we want to put this. Maybe around, I'm just going to tuck it on the inside right here. You trying not to cough? Oh, are you laughing? Oh, you're laughing, okay. She sounded like she was trying to keep herself from coughing. That gives it a little bit more character, right? Kind of makes it look like an old man with like just like the circle of hair. I'm gonna have to go around more with it. Oh. So yeah, I love the fact that Spanish moss grows free in my yard, because then I can use it for crafting, for doing some crafts. All right, stick this in there. Right. This will be a little bit messy. Anything you don't want, you can trim off or tuck in, whichever you want to do. Like, that just gives it even more character, right? Oh, thank you, Miss Wanda. Let's see. I don't have any, it's not alfalfa. It's not falafel. It's the straw stringy stuff. It's gonna come to me. I don't know why that word is so hard for me to remember. What's that? Why are you grabbing it? It's my coffee grunge spray bottle. Oh, that's another thing. Here, don't spray me. So this is coffee grunge in a spray bottle. I mixed it last time I went live and I put it in here, and I just want to see. I'm gonna and it still works. It still works. Ooh, look at how cool that came out. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm loving that. I'm loving coffee grunge in a spray bottle. Look at how neat that looks. Rafia, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I could not for the life of me. I was like, falafel? Like, I don't know. Raphael? What am I thinking of? So back in the day, I'm sure we've all heard the stories about how like flour sack companies used to use printed material because they found out that the women were making dresses from it. So I'm going to just cut a little piece of this fabric and I'm going to use it on here. Let's see. I'm just going to make a little something here. Where do we have my twine? Did I put it in here? I did not. Just going to do a little thing here. I'm just doing a little something. It flipped on me. There we go. Kind of a bowish, a fun bow, and you can fix them to go all the right way. But I just love this older style fabric, and it looks especially neat coffee grunged. It is a similar texture to like the homespun fabric, but not quite. Not quite. I've decided I'm going to have to get a clip-on microphone because I notice that my voice goes in and out, and especially at times like this whenever I'm sick, it's hard for me to control my volume like on my voice. So, all right. I don't know, y'all are seeing what I'm doing. We're doing what I'm seeing. One or the other. Okay, so I've got that like that, and I'm just going to give it a little hot glue on the inside, and then I will hot glue it on there as well. And trim off a little excess here. Oh, you love that. Yes, I love it too. Isn't that cute right there? Let's give it a little. It's just a little zhuzhin. Just a little something. My glue gun's not wanting to cooperate and stay put where I tell it, as usual. What do you think? What are we thinking? It's a cup of hot water. Yes. For Is that for the coffee grunge? I'm sorry, I've missed some comments. Either the comments go too fast sometimes, or sometimes Facebook likes to, again, lauterize my comments and just simply not show them to me on my side. So it's always a fun game. I try to go back and respond to everyone after the live. So if I don't answer you live, please don't take offense. I will respond in the comments afterwards. Coffee grunge, yes. Yes, the coffee grunge is that mixture. It's Miss Tracy Campbell's recipe. Goodness gracious, words come to my brain. And yes, all Dollar Tree ingredients. You don't need to use anything fancy. I have, I've linked Tracy's recipe to the pinned or featured stuff on my page. So if you go to my page and you swipe through the stuff at the top, the featured stuff, you'll see the link to Tracy's page to go, and you can either print it out. She has one for the coffee grunge, and she has one for the coffee podge. I will go ahead and make a recipe on mine for the grunge glaze that I've been using because I love it. And there will be another recipe that I will be sharing soon for, yes, that's what, okay, so let me finish what I was saying. I'll be adding another recipe for another way of staining fabrics and wood and things. But yes, so that's because I just did the regular recipe with the cinnamon, and that's what I was thinking, that it would clog up in here, and it hasn't clogged yet. It's just a Dollar Tree spray bottle, so I'm not like extremely concerned if it does get clogged, but it was a little experiment that I was trying, and I'm really happy with it, because it you can see at the bottom the layer of cinnamon has settled though, so I'm probably not getting very much cinnamon in the spray itself, because I didn't like heat it up and do all the stuff to it to make it happy. So next time I'm live, I don't remember when that will be, but I'll be posting I'll be posting here pretty quick my upcoming lives, and in my next live we will have something to go along with this little chicken grain sack to make a little display, so you guys don't want to miss that. And then and I have several lives scheduled, and I'll plug them in and share those with y'all. But I've got a ton of fun crafts, fun, easy, and inexpensive crafts to share with y'all. So I'm really excited about that. And on Sunday, was it Sunday that I went? It was Sunday that I went live. I had done this sweet little angel that I need to go and ship out, but I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to y'all, so y'all can kind of guess one of my upcoming lives might be. I had made this little angel, and she's getting ready to go to her new home. I'm getting her all packaged and everything. I'm trying to get a box to fit her wings in though. That's the only thing. I don't want her wings to break off in transit. So, but I did her, so just you can check out that live, and so you guys will be. It's not an angel though that I'm doing in my next live. I don't think. I might do another angel. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But it's gonna be a ton of fun. Whatever I do, it's gonna be a ton of fun. And I've still got 5 more minutes, y'all. What do you want to see? What do you want to talk about? I've never run out of time. Normally, and maybe it's because I was so like short on time coming in, that I just like flew in and flew through this this little craft here. Oh, thank you, Miss Wanda. Yes, I loved doing her. I love putting her together. She's so precious, so precious. And I used a mop head. I used a Dollar Tree mop head, and my Spanish moss for her hair, and some muslin for her head. And I just think that she turned out so precious. But now I'm out of that like crocheted lace that I had used for her wings. So now I'm going to have to figure out something else to do there if I do want to make another angel. But she's very sweet. We named her Liberty, and she'll be going to her new house. We did a little fundraiser, and so if you guys wanted to make a donation, they're still taking donations. This sweet family lost their home in a house fire, everything they owned up in smoke. So I was my heart just goes out to them, because I can't imagine losing everything in a house fire like that. We did lose quite a bit with Hurricane Harvey. Our home flooded and most everything molded, but we were able to save some things, like this little box here, this wooden box. That was my grandmother's, and it's full of little toy cars and stuff. And so when my grandmother passed away, my mom gave me that out of her things, that the chicken print. Yes, ma'am. So I made it, and if you go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kingdom Acres Homestead with Sandra Waldrop, and shoot me a message and let me know, hey, I subscribed. I would love that image. Let me know, and I will send it to you both in color and black and white, and so you can use it. But no, you can't find it on Etsy or anywhere else. I don't charge for the images. I'm just trying to grow my YouTube channel right now, so I'm, I'm peddling my images to try to gain subscribers. And I'm also on Pinterest, Kingdom Acres Homestead on Pinterest as well. And so, yeah, yes ma'am, you're very welcome. Thank you for being here today. Thank you all for being here. You can already see that this grain is drying clear. Doesn't that look so cool? How that's drying with my little coffee. Where's my coffee one? I've done a coffee bean jar before, and it's kind of similar. I think these would be cute together in a vignette. And I hot glued these beans on here individually, so that took some time piling up the hot glue. The coffee beans are not something that's going to like draw in any pests or anything, so I didn't need it to be like coated, right? I didn't have to coat it with Mod Podge or anything, or like seal it to make sure that it was protected. With this, I went ahead and coated it with the Mod Podge because I want to make sure that I'm not drawing in any pests to eat. Oh, you got booted out. The name of the YouTube channel, Kingdom Acres Homestead with Sandra Waldrop. That's the name of my YouTube channel. Thank you for asking. I don't know why YouTube's being so, or why Facebook is being so silly lately, booting people out and doing stuff. One thing I've had an issue with is getting out and then going back in, and it won't ever like continue on with the live again. So once I'm out, I'm out. So anyways, thank you all again for being here with me today. I appreciate y'all taking your time to watch my live and engage with me here. I appreciate y'all so much, and thank you for making a homemade home with me today. Y'all take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.